Lewis Howard Latimer was born in Chelsea, Massachusetts on September 4th, 1848, the youngest of 4 children of Rebecca Latimer and George Latimer. In 1874, he co-patented with Charles W. Brown an improved toilet system for railroad cars called the water closet for railroad cars. In 1876, Alexander Graham Bell employed Latimer, then a draftsman at Bell's patent law firm, to draw the necessary drawings required to receive a patent for Bell's telephone. In 1881, Latimer, along with Joseph Nichols, invented a light bulb with a carbon filament, an improvement on Thomas Edison's original paper filament, which would burn out quickly, and sold the patent to the United States Electric Company in 1881. He received the second patent in January 17, 1882, for the process of manufacturing carbons, an improved method for the production of light bulb carbon filaments. The Edison Light Company in New York City hired Latimer in 1884 as a draftsman and an expert witness in patent litigation on electric lights. While at Edison, Latimer wrote the first book on electric lighting, Incandescent Electric Lighting, and supervised the installation of public electric lights throughout New York, Philadelphia, Montreal, and London. When that company was combined in 1892 with the Thomas Houston Electric Company to form General Electric, he continued to work with the legal department. In 1911, he became a patent consultant to law firms. BBN Jack Frost. I had to look down to make sure the mic was on. BBN Jack Frost, what's up, party people? Real quick, we're gonna shake up the way the show goes a little bit so we could flow a little bit more fluently. In the beginning of the show, we are really community centric. We're gonna try to change that around a little and spread it out throughout the course of the show. So some of the adverts or some of the aspects of the show that you have seen previously in the beginning of the show, it might be spread out throughout the show in order for us to have just a little bit more fluidity with the way in which information is disseminated. With that being said, what's up? How's everybody doing today? I love y'all. Hope everybody had a beautiful day. So I spent a large portion of today, a considerable amount of today, listening to the Eminem and Lil Wayne track, album. Now, there's a reason for this. Somebody earlier in Morning Coffee, they asked, is Eminem the GOAT? Do I consider Eminem to be the GOAT? I do not consider Eminem to be the GOAT. I actually, did I drop that video today? I might drop it tomorrow. If I didn't drop it today, it's a video that's already done. No, I didn't drop that video today. And this is, we gotta make that video. because that was an accident. But we got 64 people in there. I uploaded. I started the live by accident early today. 100% accident. I didn't have everything done because I was so busy doing something else. Anyway, so roll call. What's up, James S? How you doing today, my brother? James S says BBN. What's up, Shake Lou? Shake Lou says, let's go, BBN. What's up, Almond Brown? I think Almond Brown is waving. Salute. How you doing, Almond Brown? What up, Monica Kendra Whitehead? Hey, everybody. So I was watching somebody's show today, right? And so I had not seen the show for a little while. And so I'm really enthused, right? I'm gonna tell you why. Because for quite some time now, we've been getting attacked and been having weird shit said to us by people who really are just clout chasing. So you really can't take what they're saying but too seriously because they're just clout chasing. So I saw a show today, and I'm pretty sure the show was talking about us. Shout out to them. Shout out to Rob G Films with the welcome to becoming part of the BBN gang. Salute. And shout out to Rio Martinez dropping that full with that $4.99 drop. Says gotta sleep, but Eminem album way better. We're gonna discuss that. And there might be a reason why the people that like Eminem album better. Well, obviously there's a reason for the people that like Eminem album better. Their reasons, and the reasons why Lil Wayne, people that like Lil Wayne album better, they have their reasons. Obviously, everybody have their reasons for something. So let's just be clear on that. All right, so what's up? Who else we got up in here? What's up, Waxavelli? Haven't seen you in a while. What up, Shy Murder? What up, Shay Lacey? Shy Murder had some good comments earlier today. Salute, baby girl. Happy you in here. What up, Shay Lacey? What up, Deontay? Watts, how you doing? He says, what's up, Frost? Let's get it. Who else we got up in here? Rob G Film just just joined the BBN gang. All right, so there's a couple of things that I want to say about this, just so we can be clear. And before we get to that, so I heard the people talking, and I know they watched the program because he mocked me. Shout out to you. I'm not gonna say your name because I'm not in a position for me to talk about it, but you mocked me. Okay? You mocked the BBN way. And in that mockery, I am going to learn a little something from that, and I'm gonna change around what I do a little bit better because you might have a point. But you mocked us. Fuck it. I'm gonna tell everybody what show it is. I'm gonna tell everybody go check it out. It just seems to me, I could be wrong, but it seems to be like they're mocking the way that we do that. I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna leave it alone. Let's just work. All right. So I feel kind of, that's a really big podcast. So I want to name them, but I don't clout chase, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Um, I got to get back to watching them anyway. I haven't watched them in a while. Anyway, so point being, um, the Eminem and the Lil Wayne album just recently dropped. For everybody that don't know, the Lil Wayne album dropped couple days ago, and Eminem album dropped a minute ago. Um, so just so we could be clear on something, I personally like both albums from what I've heard so far. I think that Lil Wayne and I think that Eminem specifically themselves, they are in totally opposite ends of the spectrum as far as what kind of demographic their music or the type of music that they generally put out gravitates to. I think they're on the opposite end of the spectrum, but they have a dichotomy between them that are really that's really interesting, that makes them actually go after the same group of people, if that makes sense. You understand what I'm saying? If that makes sense. All right, so I'll explain it a little bit better. um Eminem and Lil Wayne have the same exact demographic, but because the type of music that they put out is so vastly different, the emotion that their music gives to that demographic is totally different. Whereas the emotion that that same exact demographic elicit from the music is on opposite ends of the spectrum. Does that make sense? That makes sense, right? Because I think that makes sense. But they're going after the same demographic. So I think that even though they make music that is different, these are two people that you can compare with one another before you could really compare a Eminem with a like, I don't understand the MGK comparison. Are people just comparing him to MGK because they're both white? Because that's crazy. Have you listened to the for everybody that hasn't heard the latest Eminem album? For everybody that's not in tune, haven't picked it up yet. Eminem pays homage, and the people that he has on the album with him pays homage to the rappers that came before them. I don't like when people try to say Eminem is in hip hop. Eminem is one of the most hip hop guys out here. Eminem, almost every single album is hip hop. You got these guys that's dropping pop albums and they're being considered to be hip hop because they're rappers. No, they're rappers, but they're pop music. Eminem shit is straight hip hop. I don't even understand how him and MGK can have beef. It can only be because they're both white rappers. It can't be for any other reason. Um, I think MGK would be better just getting himself a band and trying to do what was the name of them dudes that made Hey Yo is an all-star? Who's those guys? Who's those guys that made Hey Now You're an all-star, get the game on, go play? Who made that? That's what MGK needs to start doing. He needs to try to figure out how to bring that music back because I don't understand. I don't understand. Yes, and popular music and hip hop are two different things. Like, so that's what MGK needs to try to figure out how to bring that music back. Like, how do we? MGK needs to be sitting somewhere like in a room around like I don't know what's a round table. I don't care. I don't care what. The damn table could be an octagon. It don't matter to me. But he needs to be sitting around the table discussing with people how to bring that music back so he can do that. Shout out to Sule. Sule says, I think I know who you're talking about. I came across a podcast last night, definitely mocking the way they opened the show and a lot of Thank you. Wait, hold on. Sule, do not name the podcast. It was a big podcast, wasn't it? That was a very big podcast. It was, wasn't it? Don't name the podcast. Shout out to them though. See? See how I do people? Even the big boys, I don't be naming them. Shout out to them though. I want to be on good terms with those guys anyway. um, I think they're trying to do jokes with me because they know I can do jokes good. So I think they're trying to do jokes with me. But Sule, hold on. Isn't that a big podcast if it's the one I'm talking about? Sean Murder said inboxer. Anyway, let's get back to what we're doing. Let's get back to work. Anyway, so yeah, that's who he needs to try to figure out how to become Smash Mouth because MGK sucks. I don't care what nobody says. He had that one good song that took him a whole year to make. He had one song that was good that took him a whole damn year it took him 8 months. They made the song. It took them 8 months to get that shit perfected for him to then drop going at Eminem. Come on, man. He had when all of these freaking people talking about he beat Eminem. He ain't beat Eminem. The drugs. I don't know what to tell people, man. Get out of here with that. Anyway, on Eminem's latest album, he's paying so much homage to the rappers that came before him. Eminem is hip hop. Eminem is doing what a lot of these rappers, other rappers, need to be doing. That's what Eminem is doing. He's paying homage to the ones that came before him. I don't. That's why I can't. What up, Ginger? That's why I can't really get behind when people say Eminem is culture vulture. You can't be a culture vulture if you're immersed in the culture. It don't even make sense. Sha Murder said, okay, so if Eminem is not a GOAT, where do you place him? Because like you said, he pays homage and I'm sure his faves are yours. So where do you place him? Okay, first of all, I actually made a video, but I forgot to upload it. For everybody that thinks I'm bullshitting, hold on. I actually made a video. I made a video, for everybody that thinks I'm bullshitting.
BBN,
Actually,
Jack Frost.
I actually made a video. Hold on.
I so yeah.
Hold on.
BBN, Jack Frost.
I already made a video on this.
I so yeah.
So apparently,
we were having a morning coffee today, and somebody asked me. I can't remember their name offhand. They asked me, was Eminem the GOAT? So I had a two-part answer.
So as y'all can obviously see, the video, I'll drop the video tomorrow. The video's already done. We did it. All right. I gotta stop doing that. I be making videos and I'll be uploading them bitches. Anyway, so videos, keep trying to tell y'all, like, anyway. So the video's already done. We're gonna upload the video. Video's already done. We're gonna upload it. Sule says you want what? But we could have the conversation about what you want. What are you saying you won't do, Sule? Oh, you won't tell everybody who the people are. But hold on, Soleil, hold on. Because I'm curious if we talking about the same. DM me which podcast you talking about. DM it to me. I want to know if we talking about the same podcast, and I'll tell you right now. DM it to me. All right, so Eminem and Lil Wayne, they go after the same exact demographic, but they go after that same exact demographic to elicit different emotion out of them. Put it like this. If you take a Lil Wayne concert, right, and you take an Eminem concert, right, and you just try to look into the crowd, they're going to be the same exact people at both concerts. But at each concert, you're going to get different energy. Now, there's one thing that I have to say about Eminem that sets him apart from all other rappers that I have seen in a very, very long time. And it's not just the fact that he pays homage, and a lot of these hip hop artists don't. What it is Eminem owns the style that he uses. For everybody that don't know, Eminem and Royce the 5'9" have similar styles, right? So they're basically the same exact style, not for nothing. So that's why when people say is Eminem the GOAT, I say, well, if Eminem's the GOAT, you realistically have to also say that Royce the 5'9" is the GOAT. How can somebody be the GOAT if there's another individual who is as equally skilled or so close as skilled to him as he is? Bono is a fan of who? What's up, June? What's up, Evil Eyes? So when we talk about who a GOAT is, how can you say Eminem is the GOAT if you got Royce the 5'9", who, in my opinion, is equally, if not just as, he's just as good as him. So how can Eminem be the GOAT? When Rakim was out here doing his thing, there wasn't nobody close to Rakim. Nevertheless, somebody close in his camp. You know, that's how come a lot of these guys, not just rappers, but that's why a lot of sports teams break up, because you got people on the same team who can't play on with another player with, you know, that has the same amount of fame or commands the same amount of attention, and they want all the attention for themselves, so they want the other guy gone. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people believe, rest in peace Kobe, a lot of people believe that that was the situation that happened between Kobe and Shaq. Each one wanted to be the one that led the team to the finals or whatever the case might be. A lot of people believe that. So, with all of that being said, how could we say Eminem is the GOAT basically if there's another person who has similar skill set and ability? I don't know. So, what's your opinion on that, Sha? Just because I'm curious. With that being said, who both said what? I don't know who both said what. Sha, can you please, like, I don't know. I don't know who said what. I don't know what you're talking about. D Fresh says discography. I don't know why I can't say the word now. I have no discography. Ah, fuck it. His music and his contribution to the game makes him a GOAT. See, you're saying a GOAT, right? And what I'm saying is, in this day and age, people say that we can have more than one GOAT. And in this day and age, if you can have more than one GOAT, then absolutely, he's one of them. Is that fair? In this day and age, could you send it to me already? Send it to me, Sule, so I can see it. DM it to me already. Is that fair? In this day and age, people have more than one GOAT. If you're saying that in this day and age where people have more than one GOAT, that he is one of the GOATs, then I'm going to say yes. But if we're saying that he's the greatest to ever do it, period, no one else, just him, I'm going to say no. Oh, Kobe and Shaq said that about themselves, what you just said. Yeah, it was a fact. But if we're saying that by himself, and if we're talking about discographies, Jay-Z has a better discography than him. I can't say the word. Don't ask me why I can't say the word. I usually can. Not for nothing. That's a word I can't pronounce. I don't know why I can't pronounce it right now. But Jay-Z has a better one than him. Hands down. Jay-Z has a way better discography than Eminem. Hands down. I think Rakim is the GOAT. Period. I think Rakim is the GOAT. Period. Sule, are you gonna DM me, or are you gonna keep me over here wondering if you really know or not? Even though by what you said, I'm pretty sure we are talking about the same podcast. No, we're just talking about skill level. Um Rakim to me is the GOAT, period. And there is no one that has had a bigger effect on the way that rap is conducted in hip hop more than Rakim. Rakim birthed the most MCs. Rakim birthed a lot of these MCs that birthed a lot of MCs. Um, you have people like Nas that say that they get their inspiration from a Cool G rap, but I think he just says that because Nas sounds like the second coming of Rakim. And one of the main reasons why, in my opinion, Rakim is the greatest rapper there ever was, is because when Rakim was rapping, nobody else was close. Do you understand what I'm saying? The gap between Rakim and the next best rapper is the hugest it has ever been, or probably will ever be in hip hop, even in rap, just in general. The gap between Rakim and the next best artist was humongous. Even if you try to say Eminem is better than the Jay-Z, which could be argued, there's people that don't think so. Even if you say that, you can't say that Jay-Z, you can't say that Eminem is better than Jay-Z more than Rakim was better than the rappers of his time. There has never been a bigger valley. There's never been a bigger difference in skills. When Rakim was rapping, he was above and beyond the best rapper. It was not up for question. There's a story that I actually, you gotta watch the video. I'll put the video out either tomorrow or tonight. No, Biggie sounds more like a combination of Cool G Rap and Kane. Definitely a combination between Cool G Rap and Kane. And as he got better, he went more Kane because that's what he was being told to that's the way they was pushing his career. But he's much more Cool G Rap and Kane, which by themselves, Cool G Rap and Kane would. I can't explain to you guys how much better they were than the Dana Danes of the day. Slick Rick was a dope storyteller, right? But skill wise, he's not in these guys' level. He's nowhere near Kane or Cool G Rap. He was a dope storyteller though. What up, Bree? What up, Zoe? What up, Rue? What up, Deshaun? Zoe G said, I think Rakim was the beginning of gangster rap. He was the first to come out hard. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something about Rakim. You know that's the reason why KRS-One says that he didn't put Rakim on his on the self-destruction album, right? Remember the self-destruction song? Self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. And then Karis was like, today's topic, self-destruction. It really ain't the rap audience's bugging. One or two brothers, ignorant suckers, trying to rob and steal from one another. You get caught in the mid. But to crush this stereotype, here's what we did. We got ourselves together so you could unite and fight for what's right. Cause anyway, you get the that was KRS One's verse. But the point being is KRS One said that he did not want Rakim in the song because Rakim was involved in gang life. Because Rakim was involved in, gangster type stuff. So the fact that you just said, somebody just said, I think Rakim was the beginning of gangster rap. You're actually pretty on point with that because that is the way that some people took it. That's why KRS One says that he didn't want Rakim on the song. But if you notice, Big Daddy Kane also wasn't on the song. I don't think that was the reason. I think he just didn't want to have Kane and Rakim on the song because those was like the three best rappers at that time. And KRS One might not have thought he could outdo those two. I don't know if way. First of all, you couldn't have Rakim on the song because it would have been too lopsided. So that's why I think Rakim wasn't on the song. It would have been too lopsided. You can't end with him. You have to end with Chuck D the way that they did. They started with KRS One. They ended with Chuck D. Where you gonna put Rakim at? You can't have Rakim between those guys. Rakim has to either be last or he has to be first. That's where you put the best. I'm just no disrespect, but that's where you put the best verse at. You put it last or you put it first. Like that's what you do. Shy Murder said KRS One was always pro black unity. He took a break to get in Queensbridge Ash real quick though. That's a whole fact. But the only rappers that I could think of off the top of my head that really went at Rakim was EPMD, and they was all from Long Island, and those guys didn't have a chance in my opinion. Dude, for everybody that don't know, Kane called, y'all know that song, Let the Rhythm Hit 'Em. I'm the arsenal. I got artillery, lyrics, and ammo, rhymes and rhythm. Then I'm gonna give a piano. Let the bulletproof vest, with a bulletproof vest, nothing to ricochet. Ready aim at the brain. I'm with the trigger say. Temples trifle, felt like a rifle. Massage your melodies might go right through simultaneously, like a Uzi. Nothing could bruise me. Lyrics let up when ladies say don't lose me, but reload quickly and you better hit me. Wait, he just told me the line. Reload quickly and you better hit me. Fuck it. Anyway, point being, that song was aimed at Kane. Kane called up Rakim and asked Rakim to take his name out of the track so people don't know he talking to him. So yeah, nobody wanted smoke with Rakim. They talked all that mess, but nobody wanted no smoke. That song dropped, I think, at 89 or 90, by the way. EPMD was pretty nice. The thing that I like about EPMD more than their actual raps is that they put their people on. We wouldn't have Rakim if not for EPMD. K Solo had a pretty decent career. I mean, not Rakim. We wouldn't have Redman if not for EPMD. K Solo had a pretty nice career. They were putting people on. See, that's the generation I come from. I come from the generation is when I start winning, we gotta figure out how all us can start winning together. Somebody said the line earlier during the live earlier. I forgot who said it. Um, Eric Sermon was okay. Eric Sermon was okay. Eric Sermon was okay. Um, had to send that out. Wait, the line is right there. No time to do your bed, baby. No time to do your hair, baby. Nah, he said something else. It's something else he say. It's something else he say. But the first line is no time to do your hair, baby. I think they say brothers is busting at me. Something like that. It's like brothers is busting at me. Beat some bullet path, no on target. Hit, watch the guard get quick as the tongue is the trigger, cause I'm real fast. Let off some rhythm at him, let him feel the blast penetrated at a crazy rate. This ain't a 38, hit him at point blank range and watch him radiate. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, hold on, let's stop everything. You want to know why Rakim is the best rapper of all time? Because he was doing what Slick Rick was doing, but he wasn't saying, I'm telling you a story. He was just literally telling you a story. Take a Rakim song. Take a Rakim song. I'm just gonna think of one. Fucking. I was a fiend before I became a teen. I melted microphones instead of cones of ice cream. Music orientated, cause when hip hop was originated, fitted like pieces of puzzles, complicated. Hold on, let's break that down real quick. I was a fiend before I became a teen. Before he became a teenager, he was rapping and he was nice and he loved it. It was what he did before I became a teen. I melted my. He ain't played with kids' toys. He was doing real grown up nigga. Pardon me, grown up guy shit. He wasn't playing with kid stuff before. I was a fiend before I became a teen. I melted microphones instead of cones of ice cream. Music orientated. So when hip hop was originated, fitted like pieces of puzzles, complicated. The dude said he was rapping and he was nice. Let's not get this confused. He's saying he was a rapper and he was nice. I'm gonna unbutton this belt right here. Before hip hop even was invented. He said he was a rapper and he said he was nice before hip hop was even invented. So when they invented hip hop, he was like, oh shit, that's what this is for? Just imagine, right? Just imagine you live in a farmhouse somewhere. You got some random, I don't know, basket somewhere in the sky somewhere, right? And you just happen to have some kind of like ball, and you just be throwing the ball up into the sky and it go in the basket. And then you get nice at it. You get a Larry Bird jump shot. Bang, bang. And then all of a sudden, a couple of years after you mastered the jump shot, somebody comes up with the idea of basketball. That's basically what happened. I'm sorry. That's basically what happened. That's basically what Rakim is saying what's happening. He was basically shooting at a hoop for years, mastered it before it, then all of a sudden somebody came out with the idea of basketball. Like, oh shit, I've been doing this. I was a fiend before I became a teen. I melted microphones instead of cones of ice cream, music orientated, because when hip hop was originated, fitted like pieces of puzzles, complicated. So I grabbed the mic and tried to say, yes, y'all, because he's still a kid. They tried to take it and said that I'm too small. Cool, because I don't get upset. I kick a hole in the speaker, pull the plug, then I jet. Yo, he just told a story without telling you that he's telling a story. Still telling the story. Back to the lab without a mic to grab. So then I add all the rhymes I had. He went to the lab. He was frustrated and angry. He just kicked the speaker, pulled the plugs, broke out. Niggas chased him. He finally gets back to the crib, grabs his books, back to the lab without a mic to grab. So then I add all the rhymes I had, one after the other one. Then I make another one. Did this the opposite and ask if the brother's done. It's like a craving, like a fiend for nigga. This nigga's telling a real story. Pardon me. He's telling a real story. This is the difference between Rakim and these other rappers. Close your eyes and hold your breath. And I'ma hit you with the blow of death. Before you go, just remember your scene. A fiend of the microphone. I'm the microphone fiend. Nah, nobody's better than Rakim. Could we just stop? Could we just all the way stop? Could we just all the way stop all accusations? Or this is 80s also. Could we just also admit that this happened in the 80s? This isn't a rap that somebody wrote the other day. Could we also admit that this rap is extremely vivid? I wrote raps like that for many a years. Banks has been saying what for years? It's a GOAT at its finest. This rap came out in what, 86? 87? And I just took any old Rakims that I could think of off the top of my head, by the way. What Banks has been saying, Shot? Banks is nice. I'm going to explain something to y'all. The only thing that Banks lack is charisma. That's it. Lloyd Banks doesn't lack anything else. The only thing that Lloyd Banks lacks is charisma. Period. Lloyd Banks is a beast on the mic. An absolute beast. It's a song he has. Hold on. It's a song. Everybody knows the song. I just can't think of it off the top of my head. Hold on. There's a song he has. On Fire. The song On Fire. That song can go toe to toe with any of your favorite rapper songs. Any of your favorite rapper songs, that On Fire song, I'm on fire. That song could go toe to toe with any of your favorite rapper song. I'm not saying better. I'm just saying could go toe to toe. Lloyd Banks is an animal. Lloyd Banks just lacks the charisma. Lloyd Banks is one of them dudes, and I'm telling you because I'm personally like that too, that you don't really, like, I'm letting you know right now, for a year, I was trying to figure out how to do YouTube without never having to put my actual voice or my or me being physically on the screen. For like a year, I was trying to figure out how to do it. I'm no cap, real talk. For like a year, I was trying to figure out how to do YouTube without actually me being on the thing. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I think sometimes when people meet me in person, I might be a little standoffish and they don't get it. Like, I'm not really one of those people that's like, hey, look at me, Jack Frost. Like, that's not my personality. You understand what I'm saying? That's why sometimes if I even mention myself, it sounds awkward. Like, if I go somewhere and I mention myself, if I say my name or something like that, it sounds awkward because that's not something that I really care to do. I don't care to do none of that stuff. If I was a celebrity, if I was like, and whatever, I'd be the guy nobody don't never see unless I'm at work. I don't care about none of that shit. What you talking about, Evil Eyes? Evil Eyes said you can hear the emotions coming through the lyrics because the rap is actual life stories and not fabricated. What are you talking about with Rakim? I am not famous, Omen Brown. I appreciate you though. Oh yeah, and for everybody that's having people contact them to try to convince you to stop watching the show, for everybody that don't know, I think I better mention this. For everybody that don't know, they have some people that are trying to shut us down, and a lot of the things that they've been trying to do isn't working. So their next step of doing this is trying to contact you personally through your emails to try to tell you to stop watching the channel and don't support. So I just want to tell people about that. Rakim is what my whole entire style of rap was built on. I'll tell y'all old rap, real old rap. Psycho Bob, he's in the house, he's in the fag. Psycho Bob, he's in the house, he's in the fag. Psycho Bob, he's in the house, he's in the fag. Psycho Bob is the man who gets the job done. Nose is bloody, that's just a dose. You getting too close, hoist up my pants, cause it's time for the rump roast. Lost some C's, holla please, as tears eased on the face of fake G's, falling to their knees, spleens leaking out of seams of scars from a mean I've seen. Psycho Barbie is the title. Suicidal? Huh? That rhymes with homicidal. And that's just what the fuck I am. A man known to take any band all across the land, jam-packed with facts in my mind, giving no slack. I jack any nigga. If he frontin' a Buddha sack, 158th is the place I cause waste. Bodies found the hotties coming from the parties, never front on the dick. Bob is known to come with any chick that get a lick, wanna stay a spell and sit. Shit, I'm the baddest. Nigga bitch magnet. I brag it. It's true. Chicken heads wanna have it. House bitches don't front, but they do on the blunt. Damn it. It's granted. I'm a bad fucking human, has it. Okay, first of all, that rap is like from like 93. So if you're gonna get too mad at me, okay, it's from like 93. So I'm just gonna let y'all know. But if you really listen, you could probably hear the Rakim how he inspired my rap. And I did the same thing right there. I started at one point and told a complete story to another point. Did the same thing. That's what it is. Appreciate you, Sule. But that's the same thing. That song is like from 93. I wrote that. I went to this. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you a quick thing about me real quick. I was actually almost had a record deal a couple of times. So one of the people who I used to, I think, the dude, okay, so I had a cousin, right? I have a cousin. His name is Timber. Shout out to Timber. Me and him, I haven't spoke to him in years. Timber was actually a pretty good businessman, and he almost got us a record deal a couple of times, but things fell through. Maybe it was some misunderstandings on our part. Maybe there's some misunderstandings on his part. I have no idea. But the point that happened is we humans got us a record deal a couple of times, so salute him for that. That's a whole fact. Now let me tell you what happened. He had a dude that he used to work with. I forgot the dude name. Actually, I do remember the dude named Etch. Shout out to Etch. So he had a dude that he used to work with named Etch. Etch made beats. He was a producer or whatever the case was, right? So Etch had wanted to work with me and wanted to put out some music with me, but I'm in high school and I don't care about shit. I don't you don't understand. Like I was asked to. This is real talk. What I'm telling you right now. The basketball coach asked me to try out for the basketball team. I just didn't because I didn't care about none of that shit. So right now I'm telling you about a dude that thought that that wanted to build his a career off of making music off of my lyrical skill, and he wanted to me. And I'm gonna tell you what he did. The beat, the song when we made that particular song, he said, "Yo, I'm not even giving you a beat." I went into the fucking studio. This is no lie, real talk. I went into the studio right where his crib where we was recording that, and I just spit the verse, and he made the beat around the verse. He was like, "Yo, your flow, like, cause nobody wasn't flowing like that at the time." So, the point in which I'm trying to make is let's just get back to the Lil Wayne Eminem thing, real quick. Who's heard the Eminem and Lil Wayne album? If you heard Eminem and Lil Wayne, put Eminem and Lil Wayne's name. If you only heard Eminem, put Eminem. If you only heard Lil Wayne, put Lil Wayne. Um, well, dude ended up going to Europe, and over in Europe, he actually was a DJ over in Europe on a radio station. So he actually went out to Europe and started, getting his Funk Master Flex on, I guess. So he went out there. He actually became pretty popular. Um, and wherever area he went to, he actually became pretty popular and pretty known. His name was Etch. Shout out to him. He was a white dude. He was pretty. He was good. He was good at doing that also. You understand what I'm saying? But like I never like my confidence isn't based on me thinking I'm better than other people. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain it, but when you really I just look at life a different way. You understand what I'm saying? So I just look at life different. Everybody look at life due to their experiences. So I just look at life different. So he was like, "Yo, you could become a rapper," and I'm busy like, well, I don't really care about none of this shit. I'm gonna tell you what my opinion is. I just want to get some can we get some votes up here, please? And I'm gonna tell you what my opinion is on the Lil Wayne Eminem album. Can we get some votes though? I think M always raps on beat. What are you talking about? M always raps on beats, man. What are you talking about? Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I believe the difference between the two albums is most vastly. One, I liked both. I liked everything I've heard on both albums. Just so we could be clear on this. I like everything that I heard on both albums. The biggest difference that I feel is when Lil Wayne raps, there's an emotional connection and exuberance. The energy is more jovial. The energy is more happy. You understand what I'm saying? So when Lil Wayne, you hear Lil Wayne music, you want to get up. You know, it's a pick me up. It's like cocaine. I don't know. I never had cocaine, so let me not even say that. But it's like getting caffeinated. You understand what I'm saying? It's a pickup. But when you hear Eminem's music is more of, I'm not gonna say intellectual because that's not fair. But what I'm gonna say is it's purposely created to make you think. See, when Lil Wayne spits a slick line, he's not really trying to make you think. He's just trying to spit a sick line, and then so you be like, oh yeah, so you get up. When Eminem spits a six line, he wants you to have to, what the fuck he say? Rewind. That's what Eminem wants. So it's different. You understand what I'm saying? I think both albums are good. From my personal preference, it would really depend on what type of mood I would be in order for which album I would listen to. But just on a general consensus of how my mood generally is throughout the course of a day, I would probably choose Eminem's album over Lil Wayne's. But if I was hanging out with like a shorty, we need to try to make that happen at some point. If I was hanging, I don't know why I make fun of myself all the time. If I was hanging out with a shorty, if I had a shorty, I would probably still make jokes about not having one, just so we could be clear on that. I don't know why. So if I had a shorty though, I would probably throw on Lil Wayne because then we could bop and laugh and you know what I'm saying. But Lil Wayne, like Eminem, part of me, if I had a shorty and we was listening to music, I listen to Lil Wayne. But if I'm like chilling with my dudes and shit, and we like drinking or kicking back or just having fun, I'm definitely throwing on Eminem. I have not heard Stepdad yet. Um, I think that it should just be bad for karma's sake. Let's not make albums about how we didn't like our parenting. Let's not do that. Let's not make albums talking about how we didn't like what our parents was doing. Let's not do that. So that song should suck just off of the strength of karma. Just so we could be clear on that. That song should be getting zero rating. Came from like Eminem came from a different genre of a different time. You understand what I'm saying? Eminem probably his music started dropping in the late 90s, early 2000s, whatever the case was. But Eminem is definitely from the generation before. You could just tell because of the way that he appreciates the people that came before him. Just that alone. Is anybody getting kicked? I'm curious if anybody is getting kicked or having problems in here. Let me know. Um yeah, I think people are getting kicked. That's why we can't get any more people in the room. I got a lot of people that hate us. I mean, what the hell? Anyway, Shot Murder said, "Look at your graveyard, bro. That's why." Got a lot of people that hate us. A lot of people. Fuck, I can do about it. I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna. I can't do nothing about it. Live with it. That's what I'm gonna do. Um, Could we get the likes up by the way? If y'all don't mind. Also let's show appreciation to the people that donated last live morning coffee, last morning coffee. Shout out to everybody that donated to morning coffee this morning. Shout out to Carlos Amante, William Somerville, salute the Bree Powell with the petty drive, William Somerville with the petty drive, Bree Powell, William. I don't know what was going on with these two. Shout out to Black Wolf, Bree Powell, petty drive, Black Wolf with the petty drive. William Somerville was trying to beat him to it, but he ain't making it in time. Shout out to that. Shout out to Bree Powell and Black Wolf once again. Bree Powell once again. Black Wolf with the $10 drop. Rue Jones with the $10 drop. Salute the Trap. Laura Ross with the $10 drop. And I believe there's one more. Salute the Bree Powell with the $10.10 drop. Definitely appreciate all. Oh, Bree Powell again, the $10.50 drop. I guess she was like, I guess you ain't see me. Shout out to shout out to y'all. Y'all guys are all the best. Yeah, we got a lot of bodies in that graveyard. They pretty pissed. Kareem Coleman says shot murder. Mace can't put nothing out because of his puffy love. Diddy Combs holding him back. Real quick, okay, so I don't know how accurate this is, but I'm gonna tell you a story that I heard, and from what I heard is what Diddy was doing when he was signing people initially to those initial contracts that he was signing people to. He was signing it so basically anything that you do at all in your future, he gets money off of. So I think that's what Kareem Coleman is trying to speak on, that particular contract matter, where Mace might, even if he want to make music, he can't do anything without lining Puffy's P Diddy's pockets. If anybody ever remember the story about how the Locks got out of their contract, some people showed up with like a baseball bat or something. I don't know. They think they threatened P Diddy or something, or somebody did. I don't know who. And that's how the Locks ended up actually getting out of their contract with him. But the Locks still couldn't get out of all of their contracts with him. And I think whenever the Locks make money, I think P Diddy still makes money. So that's why there's a lot of people who are upset at Puff Daddy. First, you didn't see the if post Mace made, and yes, the Locks did that. The Instagram. No, I didn't, but I heard about it and I know what it's about. So, I mean, pardon me. I know what problem Mace would probably have if the stories that I heard are correct with P Diddy. Um, Yeah, there was no love lost between the Locks and Diddy. The Diddy was just knew about the game and other people didn't. You gotta understand, man, when they offer you all of that money up front and then you're offering you a lot of money to do what your dream is. Just they offer you money to do what your dream is. Like who most people are just gonna take that. What up, Big June? Big June says, what really bothers me is that some of these young rappers don't respect the people before them. They feel like the 80s, 90s, and double O rappers are just old and don't show respect. Um, so this is the issue. The whole idea that older rappers shouldn't be being held to the position that they should is totally orchestrated through the media by the record labels. Y'all do know that, right? The record labels totally orchestrate that through the media. I'm gonna say that again. The fact that we don't have more of the older rappers being put up on a pedestal and being appreciated like they should for their for what they gave and what they did to the game and hip hop just in general. The reason why we don't have that is because they need a quick turnaround. The record labels want a quick turnaround. They want to be able. It's like you ever go to a restaurant, and the restaurant they don't make their money off of selling high price meals. The restaurant makes their money off of you come in there, buy your food, eat your food real quick, then get the hell up out of there so they can seat somebody else at that table. That's basically what hip hop is like. Hip hop is like this. They get an artist, the artist comes in, they make a ton of money off of that artist while they're already looking for that artist's replacement. Period. Kareem Coleman says a contribution. That is the word I was looking for, Zoe G. Thank you. Kareem Coleman says, Shot Murder 50. Bad Boy was built on a curse, and that's why he turned a pastor. He knows a lot and says and saw a lot with Bad Boy. He exposing Puff former bodyguard for clout chasing and being in it too. Line Big death. Okay, I'm not accusing anybody of lining anybody up for death, but what I will say is that P Diddy's bodyguard that is doing all that talking, I don't trust him. I don't trust him because okay, I'm gonna say two things. All right, so we're gonna talk about him, but let me talk about Choke No Joke first. All right, so we can get an understanding of where I'm at on this particular subject. So Choke No Joke goes at Jay Z every opportunity he can. All he does is talk about Jay Z and go at Jay Z, right? So I'm saying this. Okay, so let's say if I believe what you're saying about Jay Z today, right? But you're only talking about Jay Z. So you're trying to tell me that you was involved in the game for as long as you was involved in the game. You know all the things that you know about the hip hop and way the hip hop work and everything else. But the only person that you're willing to tell us about is Jay Z. So you're not telling us about all those other people that's also doing some chicanery and some bullshit all day. The main person that you want to talk about is Jay Z. It sounds like you got a problem with Jay Z. It don't sound like you're trying to put us on the game. So I say all this to say this: homeboy that's involved with Puff Daddy and he's constantly talking about P Diddy. It sounds to me more like he has a problem with that situation and what happened with him with P Diddy, and less like he's trying to put us on the game or tell us about stuff that happened. Because there's a ton of other things that he could enlighten us on that involves what was going on. Because you can't tell me that you was a bodyguard, you was around 24/7, and you're trying to tell me the only thing that you could talk about is this one specific topic. You can't really discuss anything else. It sounds to me like somebody is it just doesn't sound honest. I don't know what to tell you. It just doesn't sound honest. Sha Murder says, well, I heard he gave Mace an advance and Mace dipped and retired. That's what Charlemagne the God. Oh, so that's what happened. He got the advance and Mace bounced. I don't know what to say about that. Shout out to DJ Bandana Black. He pulled up. Salute. Kareem Coleman says Kobe Bryant rest in power, but we being distracted right now. World wake up. That's a whole fact. Rest in peace to Kobe. Um, I don't know about whether he got money in dip. I don't know about none of that. But what I do know is involving just the whole situation just in general. The dude that's talking crazy about Puff Daddy and Puff Daddy's when he was the bodyguard or whatever his name is. I forgot the guy's name. What's the guy's name? I'm tired of calling him the guy. Anybody knows what homeboy's name is? Um, I just don't trust it. You know what I'm saying? Like I saying, like somebody says, you are like Jay-Z and your haters are like Choke No Joke out here sounding stupid. Evil eyes. Shout out to that. Shout out to that. Shout out to that. Gene Deal. That's the dude's name. Shout out to that. I just don't trust it because, like I said, Choke No Joke, all he wants to do is talk about all the bad things that he think that Jay-Z did. Jay-Z did some good things. I don't see him over there talking about the Jay-Z willing to put up his lawyers to help prisoners fight for their rights. That's civil rights. That's literally being involved in the civil rights movement. It's literally what that is. I don't see. Did Choke No Joke speak on that? Anybody know if Choke No Joke spoke on the fact that Jay-Z was offering his lawyers to the prisoners so they could sue freaking Mississippi and you know get in my pocket. Did anybody mention that? Did Choke No Joke mention that? Because Choke No Joke is always talking about Jay-Z. Did he mention that? Did he talk about how positive that was? Did he hold Jay-Z up because you know he did something good, or did he just not talk about that and just push Jay-Z down with anything negative that he could find? This is why I like me myself. I don't be believing everything people put out. Cause somebody comment is the comment section working? I don't know if the comment section is working. Cause the comment section is working. Can we get a comment in here? Yeah, it's working. Choke sounds like a The shot murder says, I don't know. Choke sounds like a disgruntled employee, but there's a lot of truth to what he's saying. I think there's a ton of truth to what Choke No Joke is saying. I see y'all. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. I think. All right. So that's my point. Can we take Choke No Joke's perspective? Because, yeah, I'm sorry about that, y'all. That's my point. Can we take Choke No Joke's perspective? Because if the only time Choke No Joke ever talks about Jay-Z is to bash him, can we accept his perspective? Can his perspective be respected? Did you understand what I'm saying? Because Jay-Z just obviously did a really good thing. Did Choke No Joke speak on it and give it the praise it deserved? Because if Choke No Joke is always going to be bashing Jay-Z every opportunity he gets, that means that he covers Jay-Z, right? So if he just covers Jay-Z, then when Jay-Z does something good, he should cover that also, right? Am I wrong here? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? If Choke No Joke is gonna bash Jay-Z everything that Jay-Z does that he think is wrong, that means that he covers Choke No Joke covers Jay-Z, right? So if he covers Jay-Z, he's part of the media. He covers Jay-Z. So if he covers Jay-Z, if Jay-Z does something good, he's supposed to talk about that also, right? That's just the way I look at it. If I cover somebody and they're always doing some bullshit, like they're always doing some stuff, and I'm like, I don't know what the hell is going on with this guy, but and then I'm covering them all the time. When they do something good, I gotta cover that also. I gotta say, yo, look, this dude that I thought was a complete idiot, it seems like he's not, and he's doing this thing. That is great, and here's what it is. The business says Choke claims the reason that he does it is because they've been blocking his moves. I'm gonna say something, right? Um, I'm gonna say something, right? I want to say something, and I want y'all to take this into total consideration. And I also want to apologize, right? So, first, I want to apologize if I ever make anybody feel uncomfortable. I joke around a lot over here about like Ladybug and stuff like that, but me and Ladybug is not in a relationship. She might actually have a man, as far as I know. Just so we could be clear on this, we're not in a relationship. I think she's dope. There's a reason why I got to bring her up. All right, so there's a couple of y'all that when I see y'all Instagram, some of the stuff y'all put up, it actually helps and motivates me. It resonates with me. It doesn't resonate with me because of the words that you're saying. It resonates with me because of the person that I believe you to be. So if I genuinely and sincerely believe you to be a good person, when you say something inspiring, it hits me here. You understand what I'm saying? So Ladybug has numerous times have had inspirational um, stuff in her IG, and I believe it came from her. What I'm about to say. So basically, the basic gist of it is, uh, a hustler's gonna make a way. Like you can't make excuses. You understand what I'm saying? You have to just figure out something. You can't make excuses. Like excuses, they don't exist. I know a lot of times I come on here and I tell you about like the bullshit I got to go through, but half of the time I just be just complaining to complain because I be thinking of funny shit to say. Or sometimes I be realizing that I have to put you on to certain things that's happening, like people contacting anybody they see that donate on this channel and trying to convince them to stop watching the channel so they can try to shut us down. Like I got all the other problems that I'm having internet wise and everything else, right? So yeah, so I have to inform y'all and stuff like that. I don't see that as me complaining. I see that as this channel is not just mine. This channel is yours. Y'all have taken ownership of what we do over here on the BBN. We're all together. People show up to our chat. They don't just show up to our chat because they want to hear what the fuck I got to say. There's people that show up to the chat because they want to see what y'all guys are gonna talk about and how I'm gonna interact with it some of the time. So this is a whole community effort. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes I have to tell y'all about that. But I'm saying all that to say this. Choke No Joke is talking about they stopping his moves. Choke, you know people just like they know people. You can create something. They can't stop you but so much. You understand what I'm saying? You've made friends also. There's people out there that also might not like Jay-Z, just like you don't like Jay-Z. Why don't they work with you? You understand what I'm saying? So I think I can't go on anything that Choke No Joke says about Jay-Z. personally, if I can't hear him when Jay-Z is doing something positive, speak about it in the light that it deserves to be spoken about, not a backhanded compliment. I don't respect those. With that being said, I had to go through that whole entire explanation. Also, just so we could be clear, because me and Ladybug is not in a relationship. I don't want nobody to think that that's what it is. I would be open to it. Just so somebody don't harass her, by the way. But I would be open to it. Absolutely. I'd be like, hey, so how you doing? Like leaning on the wall, hey, baby. People be leaning on the wall and shit with the hand on the hip. Hey, baby. You know what I'm saying? What you doing? And whatever the case might be. I'm terrible at asking people out nowadays. Like, I'm terrible at asking people out. Like, I'm like absolutely terrible at it. It's just like I'm good at a lot of shit, but there's just some things that I'm just not good at. I'm good if we could get like past the hump. Like, there's like I'll be great all of this way, right? And then there's the thing right here that I need to do, and I'll be terrible at that. But everything after that, I'll be great at. Like, I don't even understand it. It's just like, I don't know, man. I'm just my whole old energy. I'm my whole old movement, man. This shit don't make no sense. I'm my whole old movement. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Like I do. Like, okay, so I'd love to tell y'all. I think that would be a dope reality show. By the way, I think me and any relationship would be a dope reality show. You could literally ask any female I've ever dated in my life, and I tell you right now, they'll be like, "Yeah, that shit'll be lit." He a fool, yo. He a fool. He's silly as shit. And he's just, that would be lit. I'm telling you. Anyway, shout out to Ladybug. Not trying to. I don't. No harassment. Just be clear on that. Please don't go harass her. Anyway, yeah. So I don't know. I'm just like that way and shit. Yeah, I just grew up in a different day and age where all you had to do was, like, if she was interested in you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I like, we live in a weird day and age now. I might not be able to scoop a female that's not at least 35 because they're not gonna know what the fuck I'm doing. This shit's gonna seem weird. They're gonna be like, is he trying to, what the hell, weighing options? Anyway, I'm just making jokes, don't mind me. I'm just making jokes. Wait, social media keyword, what that mean? I don't understand what you're saying, Kareem. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like to be reserved. Like I don't know, you just have to be like, you would literally have to really just be fucking with me around people that I fuck with. Because if you fucking with me not around people that I fuck with, you might get the wrong idea. I come from being around a lot of competitive people. A lot of competitive people. So I'm really competitive. I'm really, really competitive. Like, really, really competitive. With that being said, for everybody that missed it, I want y'all to for every day out of Black Month history, on the Tonight Show, we're gonna be showing our respects to a person involved in Black history that we need to give a little bit of acknowledgement to, that some of us might not know exists. So check this out. Lewis Howard Latimer was born in Chelsea, Massachusetts on September 4th, 1848, the youngest of 4 children of Rebecca Latimer and George Latimer. In 1874, he co-patented with Charles W. Brown an improved toilet system for railroad cars called the water closet for railroad cars. In 1876, Alexander Graham Bell employed Lattimore, then a draftsman at Bell's patent law firm, to draw the necessary drawings required to receive a patent for Bell's telephone. In 1881, Lattimore, along with Joseph Nichols, invented a light bulb with a carbon filament, an improvement on Thomas Edison's original paper filament, which would burn out quickly, and sold the patent to the United States Electric Company in 1881. He received the second patent in January 17, 1882, for the process of manufacturing carbons and improved method for the production of light bulb carbon filaments. The Edison Light Company in New York City hired Lattimore in 1884 as a draftsman and an expert witness in patent litigation on electric lights. While at Edison, Lattimore wrote the first book on electric lighting, Incandescent Electric Lighting, and supervised the installation of public electric lights throughout New York, Philadelphia, Montreal, and London. When that company was combined in 1892 with the Thomas Houston Electric Company to form General Electric, he continued to work with the legal department. In 1911, he became a patent consultant to law firms. All right, so Black Month, our first Black Month, uh, I don't know, appreciation night, I guess, is for Lewis Howard Lattimore. Um, Shout out to him and all that he was doing. He actually has this really dope quote, and the dope quote, I meant to put it in the jump off, but I actually forgot to put it in there. And let me tell y'all what the quote is real quick. The quote is, "We create our own future by well improving past opportunities, however small and few they be. Hope springs eternal in a human breast and is as necessary to life as the act of breathing. Tomorrow may be fair, however stormy the sky is today." Um, Shout out to that. Yeah, so and real quick, I've just had really okay, so June is Rat History Month. You're funny. You're funny. That's funny. Yeah, the United States made them sign that patent away. That's a fact. At least I believe it. I believe it to be true. Alright, so I really do say that shit for real. Like, I don't just say that for the damn video. I really do say that. Alright, so I think I say that when I get off the phone with people too. I don't know. We'll see what we'll see. I got some stuff coming up. I feel inspired. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, okay, so I get bored really quick. For everybody that don't know, I get bored really quick. That's one of the reasons why I kind of need a girlfriend, because I need like to have somebody around that know how to manipulate me to keep me excited about shit sometimes, because I just get bored about shit. Like, shit just seems trivial. I don't know no other way to put it. But I have been inspired today by some dope shit. So definitely I believe that we're gonna have some stuff coming in for BBN. That's all I'm gonna say about it. But so somebody said real quick. So somebody says I'm gonna tell you real quick, just my opinion. I can't say hello to a beautiful woman in the street anymore because they all glued to their phones, but DM her a picture and all they got a lot to say, whatever, right? Nah, that's not an issue. I talk to people all the time in the street. The problem is this, right? I've had some terrible experiences Okay, I'm gonna tell you one experience just in general, so you can understand. Yeah, not for nothing, but every good woman knows how to manipulate you into turning you. Let me say it better like this: every good woman is gonna make you a better man. Every single good woman is gonna make you a better man. Anytime you're in a relationship with a good woman, she is gonna be looking at all of your faults. She's gonna see all what you can be, and she's gonna try to motivate and manipulate you into being your best you. If she's a good woman, that's a whole fact. If she's a bad woman, she's gonna be trying to manipulate you for her own gain. But if she's a good woman, she's gonna be trying to manipulate you so you can be the best possible you could be. That's a whole fact. So yeah, it is important to have a female around that is good at manipulating you into winning. Now, how much winning I'd be doing right now if I was in a relationship? Whoa, I'd be I'd be winning all day. Fuck wrong with you? I'd be killing the game right now if I had somebody around, if I had a freaking hype team. I do got a hype team, but you feel what I'm saying. Anyway, so no so hold on what homie said. Homie said I can't even say hello to a beautiful woman in the street anymore because they all glued to their phones and DMs and then they talk or whatever the case is, right? No, see that's not I don't have that issue at all, by the way. I'm gonna tell you about a quick story. So I was somewhere waiting for this chick that I was dating, right? So I'm standing there and I'm just waiting for her. And I'm just minding my fucking business. So I'm literally just standing there. So where I'm standing there and I'm waiting at, there's a group of girls that's also standing there, right? So I'm just standing there, just minding my business. I'm just waiting and shit. She coming to pick me up in the whip, right? So I'm just standing there and I'm waiting. So while I'm standing there and I'm waiting, the girls is first they like start looking at me at first, and I'm sitting there, hey, what the hell, whatever. So I'm not thinking nothing of it. Then one of them start making it seem like I'm staring at her. I don't even know. I'm not looking at them at all. So they like coming off like weirdos. You understand what I'm saying? But they trying to make it seem like I'm trying to stand there and I'm doing something to them, but I'm not doing nothing to them. But they feel that way for whatever the reason is. So anyway, they start talking real loud. You know how people talk real loud, like yeah, this and this and that, and my man, and whatever the fuck they was talking about. I don't know. So when Shorty pulls up and gets out the whip, when Shorty pulls up and gets out the whip, when Shorty pulls up and gets out the whip and is a dom, you could just see people's whole face become crestfallen. All that shit you was just talking right out the window. So there's this thing about me that it's just this innate thing that I let off that makes people think that I think that I'm better than them or some shit. I don't know, but I don't even think like that. So I don't know. So I can't tell you. I don't know if it's the phones. I don't know. I just think that I'm letting off some weird energy. But that shit was funny. And that's not the first time that happened. Like that happened a couple of times with me. Like I'm just somewhere, I just be places. And I just be standing there minding my business. And then people always think I'm trying to incorporate them into what I'm doing. I'm not never, sometimes maybe. Nah, no. I'm block out the negativity. What negativity? You just saying the first negative thing in here, man. We're not doing that. Please don't talk about anything negative. That's my only. It's the only only time I'm asking you. You can do what you want now. That's the only time I'm asking you. You can do what you want now. Nobody talking about nothing negative. Say get okay, not a problem. Let's see what his next comment is. Gotta burn some sage. Nah, man, I don't know what the fucking problem is. I'm gonna tell you something else that weirds people out. I'm usually in such a really good mood that sometimes when I get people and I'm with them on a one-on-one and I'm not as bubbly, I'm not as jovial, then sometimes they might think like it's something going on. Nah, I think a lot. So sometimes I'm just not bubbly and jovial because my brain is going a million miles a mile a minute. You know what I'm saying? A million miles a minute. So I'm thinking about so many things that I just might just be standing there just, regular. Like what the hell? You think I run around like woohoo all day every day? I fucking die. I'll be burning so many calories. Being happy burns a lot of calories. I don't think these I was about to make a fat person joke. My apologies. But being happy burns a lot of calories. Being sincere, I'm just making funny jokes, but I'm not working as hard as I should be working. Don't worry about it. Comedy skit for life. We about to. Is that a joke? Anyway, Shy Murder says we have mad similarities. Yeah, I do think I think a lot. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? Like I think a lot. Like y'all don't understand. I think it's a drawback more than anything else. I wish I thought a little bit less, but that's why I need somebody like it helps to keep me focused. You understand what I'm saying? Like I wish my ex would have believed that this was possible. Because if I was still with her, I'd probably be a lot further than I am now. Because I'd have some real motivation. Yeah, I just be having shit on my mind. Like people be saying shit to me, and I'd be like, "Yo, dude, this is just my thinking face. I'm not pissed. What is wrong with you?" Shout out to Home Team Network Live with the 4.99 drop. He says Uber info dollars Frost, but I'm with you, BBN. Ubering for dollars Frost, but I'm with you, BBN. Salute Home Team Network. Salute the Home Team Network. That's a whole fact. That's fan. That's BBN fan. Salute to him. Yeah, I think a lot. So like it's very important for me to be around a female that has that jokes and has a lot of fun and could get me to not be so serious, because like on my personal time I'm pretty serious a lot. I'm really serious a lot. Um Big Hat says that his BM said that he thinks too much and tell her she been to jail more than me. Wait, repeat that? I don't understand exactly what you're saying in that sentence. I need you to be a little bit clearer. He said, my BM said I think too much. I tell her she been to jail more than me. Probably you need to be thinking a little bit more. I get it. That was that was really nice. That was a nice one there. Did she throw anything at you after you said it? I want to know right now, Big Hats. After you said that, did she throw anything? That sounds like a throwable offense. That sounds like if I was in a relationship with a female and after I said that, I got to duck because I know something coming. You know what I'm saying? That's a throwable offense. Like it depends on how angry. Let's hope she's not near the glasses or pots. The business says great women inspire great men. Gotta have the same hustle and energy. That's a fact. I'm letting you know right now, I would love to be in a relationship with somebody that does what I do. Or somebody that does something where we could incorporate both of the two or work together on stuff. That'd be dope. Um she chased him around the block with a kitchen knife. He says no, it was the one time she couldn't say nothing. Oh, see, there you go. Besides the fact that we now know that you like the spicier things in life. Also, you knew how to put her dead in her place for whatever that conversation was about. I think too much. Hey, who's been to jail? That was a real slick one. It was a slick one. I still would have ducked right after I said it. Right after I said it, I would have been in duck mode halfway through that sentence. No, I would have been had to look her dead in the eye right through that shit so we could like that's how you really do it. Like there's two ways, right, to really get to a person: either make an offhanded comment, not paying them no attention, or be looking them dead in the eyes so they can see just how much conviction you have on those words. Because if you look them dead in the eye, that means that y'all gonna talk about it right then and there. If you don't look them dead in the eye and you just offhand comment, then y'all probably gonna be talking about it at night while you're laying in the bed trying to go to sleep, and she's up just fucking up your sleep just because nigga you not going to bed. Language. You done said that weirdo shit to me earlier. You are not getting a good night's sleep. What up, Free Noop? You done said some weirdo off comment or off some weirdo comment to me earlier in the day. Not even paying me no attention. Okay, you thought this was over, right? You thought this argument was over? Nah, I'm waiting for you to get tired. That's exactly what. Nah, she gonna wait for you to get tired. You gonna be dead in bed, like, okay, time to go to sleep. Wake up in the morning. She gonna be like, hey, remember we was having that conversation earlier? What did you mean by that? Oh, damn. Oh, nah, but what did you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? Now you gonna force me to think about that shit. Anyway, what was I talking about? I do not know who ASAP Mob J Class is. Are you talking about Snacks? ASAP Mob DJ J Scott passed away. This just happened? Yeah, I don't know what that's about, but I'm just gonna kick you. Peace. Could we get bags, by the way? Somebody that came in here calling himself Jack Gay Boy? Could we get bags? The comment was so like I don't think he was smart enough to insult me properly. The only thing you're gonna be killing is that pussy. Because you said yourself you don't fuck. I don't think I've ever said that. I hate to be used screen phone poor admins. I don't know. And you spell admins ADMENS. I don't know. I think you might have a lot of problems going on over there. I think you might have a lot of problems going on over there. Salute to you though. I don't know what to tell you. That shit. Hey, I don't know if that was an insult. He's saying I'm gonna be getting all of the I'm gonna be getting all of the vagina. I don't know how that's an insult. So shout out to that. Anyway, it says ASAP Mob DJ J Scott passed away. It says ASAP Mob's longtime DJ and producer J Scott has passed away. According to Instagram posts from ASAP Rocky and his crew uploaded on Sunday night, February 2nd, J Scott, aka ASAP Snacks, died last night. Scott was a multifaceted asset to the ASAP Mob. He served as the official DJ for ASAP Rocky and the Cozy Boys. In addition, I'm sorry, these guys' names is the Cozy Boys. So these guys' names are the both ASAP Rocky. Okay, that just he served as the official DJ for ASAP Rocky and the Cozy Boys. In addition, he was also a skilled producer, managed several artists, and worked as a creative partner on projects from the mob. Both ASAP Rocky and ASAP Ferg grieved for their friend in caption of their respective posts. Then they show the post. It says, "Man, words don't even describe how I feel right now." Ferg wrote, "Rest in peace, my brother." At Jay Scott and shit. This is one of the healthiest guys I knew, but I guess not. God needed him. Gone too young. I don't see where they say what his cause of death was. He said healthy. So are they saying that he died or being claimed on natural causes? I don't understand. If anybody finds out how this guy passed away, let me know. And with that being said, might I also say I went to a Snoop Dogg concert the other day at the amphitheater, and they did a tribute to Nate Dogg. And I'm letting you know right now, Nate Dogg. I forgot how many bangers Nate Dogg actually had, but Nate Dogg was a dope ass artist. A dope ass artist. Nate Dogg was a once in a time ass artist. With what Nate Dogg was doing, can't nobody do. With what Nate Dogg was doing, can't nobody do. I haven't seen anybody be able to do what Nate Dogg was doing. I think he deserves a certain level of respect in hip hop, just in general. That whole G Funk movement was just people don't know. Well, I don't know anything about the Cozy Boys. Maybe they stuff is dope, not for nothing. I think they might need a new name. That's just my opinion, but what do I know? I don't even know their music. Shout out to them. What up, Ron Durr? Ron Durr said, "What up, Frost? Better late than never. Guess I'll catch the rewind." For your information, Lil Wayne's album is fire. Yes, it is, and has way more replay value than the M. I can't argue that. I think that Lil Wayne's replay value is going to be much greater than Eminem's. I think that Eminem makes really good music, but usually has low replay value. That's a fact. That's just my opinion. I agree with that. Um, Evil Eye says, laugh out loud. It's actually sad that people do this for fun. It sounds like they aren't the ones getting any to me. I mean, I don't know. I mean, all I ever talk about is not having a girlfriend. I usually pretty vague about everything else. So shout out to y'all. Um, Evil Eye said, could you imagine sitting with your other half and you want some attention and their response is, hold on, I have to make another account to troll for a minute. That is crazy. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it because I think the stuff that I'm going through with these people is just insanity anyway. So shout out to them. This is your lives. They're gonna be old and shit. They're gonna be passing it down to their grandkids. They're gonna be like, "This is our legacy. You gotta troll the Frost family." The whole they're gonna be or they can't. I'm doing the shaking their legs like the Scooby and Shag knees knocking thing, like I'm old holding the cane. Just so y'all know, cause y'all can't see. I'm literally, oh, you got. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing that down here, just so y'all know. So he's holding the cane. Like we gotta troll Frost. This is my legacy that I'm leaving to all of you youngins. That's what they literally do. That's what they're leaving to their to the next generation of their family. We gotta troll Jack Frost to the end of time. They got way too much time. Generational brain damage. I don't know. They don't. What else could you expect is happening? Nate Dogg shit was first of all, I have this thing that I've been working on. I've been working on the script. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it for no multiple different reasons, but I have a parody that I'm gonna start doing of another channel that I'm working on. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it, but I have a parody that I'm starting to do that I hopefully will be able to do of another channel. And I think that if I'm able to do the thing that I'm trying to do, if I do it the right way, you guys are gonna love it. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it, so I'm leaving it right there. But and I would have gotten away from it if it wasn't for Frost. That's what they're gonna be saying and shit. They're gonna be like old and shit. They're gonna be in the old folks' home. They're gonna be like in the hospice. Their family gonna come in. You know, they love them. Their family love them. They're gonna be like, if you could have just let it go. That's what they're gonna be saying to them. They're gonna be at their bedside while they dying and shit. They're gonna be like, if you could have just let it go. Was Jack Frost that important to you? To to for your whole because it's not gonna be their kids. It's gonna be like their nieces and nephews. Is Jack Frost that important to you that you had to dedicate your whole entire life to trolling him? They gonna be laying in the bed. I regret nothing. That's what they're gonna be saying. I appreciate you, Wonder. Evil Eyes. They're gonna be laying in the bed like I regret nothing. People are gonna be like, their family is gonna be like, why are you so dedicated to this man? Oh man. Oh, later. Which movie you gonna watch, James? Wait, a bad carry on. They're not gonna have no sons. They gonna have nieces and nephews. So they gonna be like, beware the bag carrier, nieces and nephews. What message? They got $40 girlfriends. Yo, that's a thing. That's a thing now. That's a real thing. I hope all girls don't become $40 because I'm definitely never gonna get none. Like if that's it, like if that's really the thing, like you can never have a girl unless you're paying her 40. I'm never gonna, because I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna do that. Like you're not gonna force me to do shit. That's what basically I'm gonna be thinking. I'm like, nobody forcing me to do nothing. I'd rather just not have. Fuck that. What? Have you met me? Force me? Have you met me? We ain't doing that. They dying words. Flag that video. They gonna be like, wait, what did he say? They gonna be like, they gonna lean in closer. What did he say? Did you hear what he said? You gotta speak lower, uncle. Uncle, you gotta speak higher. I said lower. Uncle, you gotta speak higher. And they just gonna be, and then they gonna put the ear all the way to his mouth, and then he's just gonna go beep, and then everybody else in the room is gonna be like, what did he say? What did he say? It's gonna be like, you gotta keep flagging Jack Frost the videos. His last words was flag the videos. And then the whole family just sitting around the freaking deathbed in the hospice, just like flag the videos. That's gonna be our I'm telling you, they're gonna be like, it's gonna be years down the road, they're gonna be in their Jetson houses and shit. They're gonna be in their Jetson houses and shit, running on the treadmill outside. That shit is dangerous. What happened if the wind comes? How do you? And also, why are you walking the dog on the treadmill? Don't you walk the dog so the dog can shit? You're on the treadmill. What? I don't even understand that. Anyway, so they're gonna be in their new future age Simpson home. I mean Jetson homes and shit. They're gonna be sitting around with cloaks on like this. Everybody gonna be in cloaks like this with staffs and shit. They're gonna be in cloaks with staffs and shit, all standing in a big fucking circle with some kind of religious satanic star drew on the floor. They're gonna just be in there like Jack Frost. Flag the video. Jack Frost. Flag the video. Everything. Jack Frost. Flag the video. This is gonna be like all they this there gotta be a picture of like whoever they're gonna be like a picture of me on the mantle and shit. They're gonna be like there's gonna be a picture of me on the mantle like this and shit. They gonna be like, flag the video. Everybody's gonna be in Jetson houses. What are you talking about? There's only houses that's gonna be around. Anyway, yeah, look, I love y'all. I want everybody to have a good night. Definitely appreciate y'all coming through. First thing we want to do is we want to give thanks to everybody that donated to the live tonight. Let me make sure I check my phone. I hate when somebody does Cash App or something and I just forget because my brain, I just forget. I just forget to check. Because it don't always alert me, by the way, just for everybody to know. I want to give a shout out to Rob G Film for now becoming a BBN gang member. Appreciate you. Give a shout out to Rio Martinez for the 4.99 drop. He says got to go to sleep, but Eminem album way better. All right. Shout out to Home Team Network Live for the 4.99 drop. He says Uber in for dollars. Frost, I'm with your BBN. Shout out to you. Shout out to Home Team Network. Be safe out there. Don't pick up no weirdos. If you see anybody out there with a fuck Jack Frost shirt on, do not pick them up. Drive as close as possible. You know what I want you to do? You see somebody with an F Jack Frost shirt on, I want you to go get like a freaking a barrel, right? Fill that shit up with water, right? Go where they standing at, unload the barrel so there's like a puddle right in front of them. Then I want you to drive around the block and speed right past them. Don't do that shit. I'm just joking and shit, but drive right past them and speed right past them. Get everybody with the motherfucking water. Rat bastards. I mean, fuck Jack Frost. Anyway, don't do that, by the way. Please don't do that. And if anybody does do that, don't say that you heard it from me. Everybody, I want you to have a good night. You got anybody still awake in your household, please go up to them, give them a hug. You don't never know what tomorrow does. You don't never know. You don't never know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Let's give people their flowers when they're here. Let's spend our time and our energy on positive things. Let's spend our time and our energy on development, on growth. Let's spend less energy on negativity. Let's spend less energy on hate. Let's spend less energy on trying to prevent or try to stop somebody else from reaching their success. Let's spend more energy in doing something productive and worthwhile in life. Let's try to show, especially the next generation that's coming behind us, that what we want to do is that we want to exhibit a sense of ownership in our own lives. Let's not allow for other people to dictate to us who we are. Let's not allow for other people to dictate to us what we can and can't do. Let's make sure that we are supporting the people that support us and the people that support. Let's make sure that we are supporting the people that support us. These things are all important. Let's do that. With all that being said, if I have to choose between Lil Wayne and Eminem, we spoke about the album a little bit and we bullshitted a lot. But if I have to choose between Eminem and Lil Wayne, like I said, if I'm chilling with my friends and we're laughing and joking and having fun, I'm probably gonna put on Eminem, right? But if I'm chilling with like my lady friend, or I'm in a party atmosphere, or I'm somewhere where I want people to be happy and jovial, I'm gonna put on Lil Wayne because that's the type of different energies that these dudes give off. If I want to think, I'm gonna put on Eminem. If I want to laugh, joke, and not think about shit, I'm gonna put on Lil Wayne. I think both albums are good from what I've experienced. I think Lil Wayne album is gonna have a better playability. I think that Eminem's album is gonna be much more slick, and it's gonna be for people who just want to hear some kind of lyrical gymnastics. Definitely appreciate that both of these artists are still putting out music. I believe that if these guys keep putting out music, and if the other greats that are still out here and still have the capacity to put out good music keeps putting out good music, that we're gonna basically get rid of all of these new rappers. They're not gonna be able to do half of what they're doing. The gates can get closed, and we might need the gates to be closed. We might need for rappers to have to now start showing up and prove that they can make more than one or two good songs. Think about this for 1 minute. Lil Nas X had one song. It blew up so big. Anybody heard an album from him yet? Anybody heard about any new music from Lil Nas X? This is not me knocking him. This is just me stating a point. Just because somebody come out with one good song that we do respect and appreciate, that doesn't mean that they need to get any kind of legendary status or that we should be throwing other people out of the door to make room for them. Anybody remember Young MC? He came out, had a really good song. Song blew up, took over the charts for about a year, and then he was gone. We don't know what's going to happen with Lil Nas X. We'll see. But at the end of the day, we should be celebrating people who could put out continuously good music. If you got 8 albums and 6 of your 8 albums is great, then that's a good look. If you got one album and that one album is great, that's a good look. But if you got 3 songs and one of those 3 songs are great, that just means that you just hit lightning in the bottle once. That doesn't mean that you have the ability to continuously put out good music. I think that's what we should be paying more closely attention to, and that's what we should be respecting. We should be respecting people who could continuously duplicate, or at least continuously going into that well and coming out with something that we appreciate and want. Just because you've done it once, it doesn't mean that you're exempt from having to do it again. With all of that being said, I love y'all. Please go out there, encourage the best in everybody else, because when we are when we are helping other people be the best person that they could be, at that moment we are being the best us that we could be. That's a whole fact. Also, remember, when you wake up in the morning, please drink some water first. You're trying to flush out those kidneys. You're trying to get healthier day by day. For everybody that don't know what I'm doing, I'm getting my workout a little bit more seriously. I'm doing a lot of stuff. One of the things that I'm doing is I'm just actively not just working out physically on my body as far as strengthening and weight training, but I'm also working on my basketball skills, and I'm working out. So let's just continue to try to be the best person that we can be. Let's be motivated. It's hard to be motivated out here because most of the people that are trying to motivate us are people that can't even hold the candle to the things that we do. It's people that I'm not going to say are under us, but I'm going to say the people that's going to most likely do shit that's the hater stuff that should motivate you. If you're a person like me, it doesn't motivate me. Somebody that can't lift, if you can't run a mile, it's not going to motivate me to try to beat you in a race for a mile. You can't run a mile. That's not motivation to me. You understand what I'm saying? But if I know somebody can run a mile pretty quickly, then that's motivation to me. It's not motivation to me to beat somebody that ain't on my level. It's not motivation to me to argue with somebody who can't defend themselves. That's why if you really listen to that OG product conversation that we had, I was not arguing with OG product. I was asking him questions, and then after he says whatever the hell his rhetoric was, I was explaining why the thing that he said had nothing to do with the question that I asked. If I wanted to actually get into an argument with him, there are multiple things that I could have said. I said one argumentative thing, and he flipped out and went all left field with it. Shout out to him. But yeah, look, I love y'all. Please, everybody, let's help other people be the best person that they could be. Because in that moment, we're being the best person that we could be. And the first people that we should be looking to help be the best people that they could be is the people who are closest to us. So our circle, we got to help our circle be strong. Don't think that because you got a weak link, that it's that link's fault that it's weak. The reason why that weak link exists is because the links around it didn't help that link be stronger and become more than what that link is by itself. We have to work together. We have to help each other get over whatever obstacles is in the other's way. That's just what it is. And look, I love y'all. And with that being said, like, comment, subscribe, join the notification game. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one.